Welcome. In this video, we'll take a look at the Kickstarter campaign for Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, the game. So to back or not to back, this is a segment where I take a look at a Kickstarter campaign and see if it's a game for me, and hopefully by doing that, help you decide if it's a game for you too or not. If you're new to the channel, I tend to lean towards deck building, dice rolling, dungeon crawling type games with a fantasy, space, and superhero theme. So Batman is one that I'm very much interested in. So taking a look at this, we can see we've got a nice Batman: The Dark Knight Returns based on a comic series. Got miniatures, dice, things that I'm very much interested in. Funding now also includes a 1 versus 1 mode. So originally this was just a solo game. Currently almost $290,000 of a $250,000 goal. Over 2,900 backers and 13 days left to go. So our story for the game, like I said, 1 to 2 players. Looking at the board, originally wasn't too keen on this, but it's grown on me a little bit now. I guess what that means is each section is going to be easy to look at. It's not going to be hard to figure out where you are on the board. Dry erase, don't know how I feel about that yet. Something new. Could be something that catches on. So it's a solo board game, or 1 versus 1, experience in which a player dons the cowl and journeys through Frank Miller's iconic Batman adventure. Instead of traditional leveling up, this is a game of attrition. Batman comes out of retirement and tries to survive one final gauntlet facing old and new villains, and even his most powerful ally, Superman. So here's who has designed the games. They've both created a lot of games. The one I noticed the most is Sagrada. The key features: playable as standalone missions or one epic playthrough where results of each mission carry over to the next. Game showcases art by Frank Miller, who is also the writer for the comic book series. Variable setup and combinations of fight and detective cards. Each playthrough will throw unique resources and challenges at you. And of course the new 1v1 mode. So let's see how much this is going to cost. For the base game, $60. And then deluxe for $99, base game with the deluxe game box and Kickstarter exclusive premium slipcase. Estimated delivery December, so this year. So the 1v1 mode, they really don't tell you much about this. This is just an add-on, so I don't know. I'm kind of leery about it. Batman versus the villain, so it's another way to play, which is always nice. But it's mainly designed for a 1 versus game. So the components in the base game, like I said, the map board looks good there. It's a dry erase, so you get a marker. You're going to be writing down different items here, maybe drawing new paths. The Batarang dice, to me, look awesome. So it's a different take on a D4, so you just be rolling the Batarangs around. Of course, Batman is old now, so apparently he can miss. New dice: Cop, Mutant, Robin, Green Arrow, Smoke Bomb, and then dice for Two-Face, Mutant Leader, Joker, and Superman. So a lot of new dice, tons of tokens. Of course, the base version, you're just getting standees. And then the different card types. So look at the game. This is interesting. So you're going to be drafting cards, and the top part of the card is going to be what you'll be using to fight and be a detective with. And the cards you don't choose to keep will be the events doing bad things to you. So you can kind of plan ahead. Pretty neat mechanic. Then the deluxe edition, you get a much nicer box. And then you're getting the miniatures, 17 plus. So soon we're going to see some more with more Kickstarter things coming out. They show how nice it looks on a shelf. So it'll look real pretty back here. And then off to the side, they've got some nice Alex Ross art. Then looking at the miniatures, so like I said, Batman, mid-50s, I think. So he's still in a lot better shape than I'm going to be, but not ready to take on the town like he used to. Then a different Robin than we're used to. So Batman accepts her as the new boy wonder after she saves his life. Got Commissioner Gordon, Green Arrow, interesting sculpt. Notice he's missing an arm and holding the arrow with his teeth. So pretty interesting. Then on to the bosses. So Two-Face, the Mutant Leader, the Joker, Superman. Then some more miniatures. And then looking at the pledge tiers again, $60, $100, and unlocked stretch goals. So $250. I got them the base mode, so you're getting the 1 versus 1. So this, like I said, this wasn't the intent of the game from what I understand. So it was just, they got feedback and put this together. Engraved dice is going to be good. So that's all we're looking at there about the game. So it's based on a comic book series. Each book lasts for 4 rounds. You have to acquire enough clues to track down the boss's location. So this is a survival type game. It's not going to be your typical roll dice, dudes on a map and deal damage. So it's going to be very thematic to Batman, I believe, to where you're actually planning your events, how you're going to find things, setting up clues, and in a dire situation. Your board. So it's going to tell you how many points you have to assign to bring out mutants, the TV networks, and corrupt cops. Place them on the board, so you don't have to deal with that, but you've already got some information from your drafting. You know what events are going to pop up and how you can handle certain things. So it's going to be a puzzle type game. Each round you'll be drawing directly on the board to create your new paths, find clues. Why Back Now, early delivery, Kickstarter exclusives, and a deluxe slipcase, which to me, slipcase isn't something I get excited about, unless it's awesome art, and then you can hang it on the wall maybe. So a lot of videos to see some more previews of the game. Source material. This is one of my favorite comic book covers, although I'm not a huge fan of the rest of the art. And then we'll get into shipping, some add-ons, and the risks of a Kickstarter. Nothing new with that. So like I said, there's not really much here to go on for the way to play. Looking at these, like I said, we'll go back up here to the board. You're going to be drafting cards. You're going to start out with 12 cards. You're going to draw 3, draft 2 to keep, put 1 away. That's going to be the events that's going to pop up on the next round. So you kind of know the next 4 cards you're going to see, and you drafted how to deal with that. So it's going to be a puzzle, survival, over 4 chapters type game. And of course, every game should be a little bit different depending on how those cards come up. Just for me, being a huge Batman fan, there's a part in my brain saying, yep, you're backing it. And then the gamer in me is going, this isn't a game for you. And so, like I said, I'm on the fence on this one. Right now, I'm not going to back this project. I think I'm going to wait, let it come out, and see how it goes. I think if you're into heavy brain burner type games, this might be a game for you. I think it's going to be thematic for an older Batman, less fight, more planning. But for me right now, this is going to be one of the very few games I've got some self-control on. Well, I still have 13 more days to keep that self-control. But right now I'm leaning towards not backing it. So hopefully I've given you some information there. Be useful, whether to help you back it or step away from it. So as always, hope you enjoyed this video. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.